In this video, we're going to talk about the Capita DOA, or Defenders of Awesome. This is a super high-end all-mountain freestyle board that lends itself for high-speed jibbing, high-speed slashing, or high-speed carving. In case you haven't guessed it, this is a domineering force. This is a board that you really want to charge with. This is a board that's not going to be for everyone, but for the guy that it's for, they understand that they're bringing their A game when they're riding it.
I defend awesome.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that you're awesome at defending is your multiple personality disorder.
And I'm Rocco.
Rocco.
Otto.
Whatever
Otto.
your name is.
Rocco. I defend awesome.
This board features Capita's hybrid camber profile. It's traditional camber into flat into rocker. It's basically cam rocker. You're gonna have that load and snap of traditional camber with rocker in the tips. So when you load the camber, the rocker is gonna engage and give you a little bit better float. Not much more to it. It's gonna have that snap and pop of traditional camber with that ease of rocker in the tips, making it a slightly versatile camber profile. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes. The Defenders of Awesome, or DOA, sits on the stiffer end of the all-mountain freestyle spectrum. It's not a bad thing, you just need to understand that outside the inserts and through the middle is the stiffest section of the board, and then there's a little bit of play out in the tips, and there's an okay amount of torsional give. Not a lot, just enough to really let you steer it from edge to edge. With it having that stiffer section underfoot is where all the stability in this board is. You're gonna notice a little bit of chatter out in the tips, not enough to really throw your ride off or cause you to feel vibrations in your feet. Just need to be aware that it's there, but by and large, this board is stable, it's smooth, it's damp. You're gonna be able to plow through chunder, no questions asked. You're gonna be able to charge with it when you need to. Alright, so this is a board that takes a little bit more to load up, especially off the tail when you're trying to pop. It's not a bad thing, you just need to be aware that it's gonna take a little more effort to get the snap out of it, but when you give that added effort, you get that added bonus of the boost. And this board does boost. Now, when it comes to jumps, if you're a powerhouse rider, someone that likes to charge and hit 40 plus foot jumps, this is the board for you. This board was unparalleled compared to the rest of the Capita line that we've ridden for sending the lip of a jump. This is a board for just hitting jumps. I can't stress that enough. So this board is stiffer, and it's aggressive. And this is not for someone with weak legs. If you want to butter with it, bring your A game. Press as hard as you can into this board. This is not a lazy man's butter stick. And that translates over to jibbing. The best way to jib on this board is to go as fast as possible, know the trick you're gonna do, have it completely calculated, and commit 100%. Because if you half-ass it, this board will eat you alive. John, do you agree with me? John Cenacorn even agrees with me, and he's an inanimate object. You ever become sentient, we're fucked. If you like to carve, this is the board for you. The side cut on this board allows you to do any variation of carve, whether you're doing a short, quick, mellow setup turn to a deep, lid over Euro carve, using your back arm as a rudder, just getting as low as possible, you know, making people look at you as you get as low as you can. That's the type of board this is. This board is definitely for the hard charging all mountain guy, quiver of one. This is a guy that's sending the big jumps. He's slashing pow. He's just riding all over the mountain as fast and as hard as he can. Personally, wasn't the board for me. This would have overpowered my knees. I mean, I would have been feeling it if I had to ride this board 5 days a week. But for someone that's got strong legs and is an aggressive rider, definitely this is the board for them. And I would never hesitate to look at this. Are you a defender of awesome? Well, so are these other boards that compare to the DOA from Capita. The Jones Ultra Mountain Twin, the Ride Burnout, the Yes Typo, the K2 Subculture, the Rosnell Jibsaw HD. Alright, so you're a rippin' lady and you really want a board like the DOA? Well then you want the Jess Kimura Pro model. All right, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.